There is a stock that we're focusing on at the start today and within the first hour of trade, and that is KPIT on the back of its acquisition of Caresoft Global Engineering Solutions, which is it has announced the value of the deal at $191 million or thereabouts, and this is a 100% acquisition. We're joined by Sachin Tikekar, who's the President and Joint Managing Director of KPIT Technologies this morning, to give us a sense of what the thinking behind this deal is and what opportunities it presents. Mr. Tikekar, thanks so much for taking the time. Tell us about this, give us context and tell us how it's going to improve business for you.
Absolutely. First of all, thanks for having me and good morning to all of you. If you look at our business, more than 70% of our business came from passenger cars over the years. And it's been our effort over the last 2 years to expand into trucks and off-highway. That's one thing we've been investing in. And secondly, we've also been investing in China as a market. As you know, the Chinese car makers and Chinese truck makers are making quite a splash. So these two areas were important. And from that perspective, we think that this acquisition of Caresoft helps us to deepen our focus on trucks and off-highway, number one. Number two, they've been in China much longer than we've been, and they've been working with some of the new age OEMs there. So that helps us to sort of accelerate our foray into China. The third part, Caresoft technology platform does vehicle cost reduction programs. And it's an incredible opportunity for KPIT to sort of partner with them and help our OEM clients reduce the cost of their vehicle. And last but not the least, what is complementary to us is the manufacturing engineering services. This is something that in KPIT we didn't have much expertise in. And so these are the four things that made the acquisition very compelling. And we believe that this will help us to help our OEMs reduce their cost of the vehicles and also provide much broader holistic solutions beyond software.
Sachin, good morning. Hiral on this side. So when do you expect the acquisition to be EPS accretive? And secondly, how much will it contribute to your revenues in FY26 and then years thereon?
We hope to close it during this quarter, and it will be EPS accretive from day one because Caresoft profitability is the EBITDA is in excess of 25%. So that helps us and to have profitable growth. To answer your question about how much it would add to our top line, it depends on when we'll have the entire deal sealed and revenues integrated with ours. So we'll be in a better position to answer that question in a couple of months. Hopefully with our quarterly earnings call, at the end of this quarter, we'll be able to provide more clarity. But we do believe that it would be in the range of, 40 to 50 million US dollars.
And Sachin, the other question is in terms of the acquisition multiple. I mean, it is at a premium to the past ones that you've done as well and on a trailing basis. And if I have to compare this acquisition, it is also at a premium to the acquisition that HCL Tech had done of ASAP and Intech that was done by Infosys. Just to understand, why this kind of a premium valuation?
So let me just put a context. Usually, if you look at most of the acquisitions, they are about at the 10 to 16%, 10 to 16 times, in terms of the multiples of the EBITDA. Caresoft Engineering Services EBITDA is in excess of 25%. So if you look at the overall value, it's at around 15 times of the EBITDA. However, there is a more than 10% variable pay. So if you take out the variable pay, which is based on performance, to exceed the goals, then it's in the range of 12 to 13 times of the EPS. So we think that given what we gain in terms of the depth and breadth in our offerings to our clients, we believe that it's a great acquisition for all the stakeholders, not only for our clients, but also for our shareholders and employees.
Sachin, you mentioned, and okay, I've taken that point on valuations, but you mentioned the contribution to revenue likely to be in the ballpark of $40 to $50 million when it does come through on an annual basis. I'm just wondering, this is not a significant deviation from the sales that was achieved in FY24. If I'm not mistaken, those entities managed sales of about $51 million. Why is it that they're not growing as fast as you yourself, perhaps?
No. So let me just clarify. And that's why I said the revenues for our financial year will know only on the date of the closure. And it depends. So if you lose one quarter, even though there is growth in this business, we won't be able to take the entire growth in KPIT for this financial year. So we do believe that this business will grow once the entity is fully merged with KPIT in line with KPIT's growth rate.
Okay.
We don't think that there is going to be a deviation there.
Okay, no, that clarification is appropriate because then you're talking about 3/4 of contribution to your revenues. I understand that.
Approximately.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Tikekar, for joining in. Wish you all the best with this new acquisition and look forward to the clarity that you will probably be able to provide in a couple of months.
Absolutely. No, thanks for having me.